I want to apologize to our fans and all the people that support Cincinnati basketball. It's not okay, and I don't want for 1 second the people to think that I think it's okay. It's not okay. This program, there's a higher standard. There's no excuse. None of the circumstances matter. We have to close games out. We have to play better down the stretch. Nobody takes it harder than me. I accept people's frustrations. They deserve it. But I promise you, I'm putting my heart, my soul, everything that I can put into my being into trying to do the job here to get this team over the hump. So I understand the frustrations. They're deserved. But we will not give in. We'll get back up tomorrow and fight, and we have another opportunity on Sunday.
Questions?
Coach, only 11 assists tonight. Your assist numbers have been pretty good all year. What were they able to do to kind of look like force you into isolation maybe more than you wanted to?
We got a little tight in the second half. I thought we were playing a pretty good offensive game there for about 25 minutes. And then I thought Huff scores 12 in a row, and we had done a great job on him, for the first 25 minutes of the game. I executed our game plan beautifully. It was a lot to it, what we were trying to do in different ways. They get him the ball. I was as good as we've executed the defensive game plan for the first 25 minutes of that game this year. And then he gets 12 straight, and we got tight. It didn't matter what I called. We were standing. Guys didn't look as confident to go make plays, whether it's a passing play or a scoring play. And early in the game, we were popping it around and playing with great confidence. And so, yeah, I think that had a lot to do with it. We just got tight and played tight after we kind of gave up that 12-0 run to Huff.
Wes, it won't show up in the box score, but how much did losing Alvin Zealot early in the second half affect your team at both ends of the floor? You guys were +8 with him on the floor.
Yeah, I thought the foul trouble with him and Tyler in the first half was very difficult. Because not just because of them, because we're down so many bodies in the front court, and then it made us have to play Jalen, Celestine, and Baba minutes that are too extended with the way that we're trying to defend and rebound and play in the open court. We weren't running the floor hard in the second half. We never got out in transition and got opportunities. Well, we're dead, and it's not there's no excuse. It doesn't. We put the uniform on. There's no excuse. But I thought the effect of the foul trouble was significant as the game wore on, and I knew it was going to be difficult when they kept popping fouls early on. And even Tyler, he had to play such. He usually plays 3 to 4 minute quick bursts because you guys know he hasn't practiced all year, so he's not in that kind of shape. And we had to basically finish the game with him the last 12, 11 minutes straight without a breather. That was very difficult. So it had an effect on other guys. I thought Jalen Celestine's shot was really flat, playing another guy that's just not in shape because he doesn't, up until recently, hasn't practiced a whole lot. So those minutes were really tough for those two guys. And then Day and Baba and Jizzle had to play extended minutes too.
When you're losing, is it too easy to lose confidence? You had a pretty nice first half, but then it's kind of like, oh no, here we go again in the second half.
I'm just trying to understand your question. So I'll answer
when
it.
things are going rough, is it too easy for the guys to kind of fall into the rut and say, here we go again? I don't know. It seems obviously you're having a difficult time finishing games, and are the guys? What can you do to get their confidence back? I guess is a better question.
They're big time players, Scott. They are. These are big time players. They've already performed in big time moments and had success. So I believe in them. Certainly in the under 8 timeout, I was having the conversation with them that you asked. Hey guys, don't drop your heads. Look, it's a 1 possession game again in a Big 12 game at home. Let's respond. Let's fight. I thought they clicked out of it a little bit and tried to do that, but again, we weren't able to convert down the stretch. That's for sure.
Baba, why were they so so much more effective on you in the second half compared to the first half, offensively wise?
Like us on defense?
Just your shooting, your ability to get to the basket and get the looks you wanted to in the second half.
I'm not sure. They were a bit more clogged up. Didn't see as many lanes. We still tried to get the ball screens and stuff, but they did a good job of clogging the paint.
Coach, how has just this season and having to deal with so many punches being thrown at you with injuries and different things, how has that kind of just tested like your abilities on how to deal with everything to this point?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I think the two-part answer. I think the first part is like, I want the results so bad. Like I want it so bad for our fans, for all the people that have like invested in our program, for the people in our athletic department and the leadership in our university. I want it so bad. For our players, most importantly, and the investment they put in, I want it so bad. So the level of frustration that I feel internally, I can't express in words because I want it so bad for everybody. That said, basketball's been such a blessing in my life, and the number one thing it's taught me is how to deal with things. And sports in general, it's just been like unbelievable as a kid going through it because it teaches you how to deal with things, and it's made me a really tough-minded human being that wakes up the next day and fights. And so that's how I deal with it. I mean, I believe deeply in what we're doing and the people that we have in the locker room and the people in our organization, and I just wake up and fight. And that's what I've learned in sports, so it's not this year. But to say that I'm not deeply frustrated and hurt because I want it so bad, then that wouldn't be fair, so it kind of goes both ways. But tomorrow, I'll be fighting. And I believe in these kids in this locker room, and I believe in what we're doing. So there's a lot of basketball left.
Coach, how close was Mustafa to playing tonight, game time, or questionable coming into the evening?
He did not participate in the shoot around and didn't think he could play. So I'll let you guys, I don't know what that means. He tried to practice a little bit the last couple of days and couldn't really do it. I woke up this morning hoping, but I didn't know. And he didn't think he could do it. He wants to play badly, so I don't think it's a toughness thing. I just think he wants to play, and he didn't feel confident that he could.
Coach, I know all the attention goes on to Honor Huff for WVU, but just in regards to what DJ Thomas was doing and just kind of finding the open spots, I mean, what was he doing to kind of exploit what you guys were doing defensively?
Just making sure I got number 5. I'm a numbers guy most of the time. But I thought the three that he hit there was a huge 3. You have to throw 2 at the ball at Honor Huff in that situation. We learned that. We played in Morganton, and I think he made 12 or 13 on the year coming into our game, if I'm not mistaken. So they're trying to use him as a pick and pop 5, but we were willing to take our chances, and that last one he made really made us pay. I mean, both of them hurt, but the last one, and again, he's not even making one a game. So give him credit for making, and I think he got fouled there at the end of the game under the basket. That was a really, really tough play there for us too.
And then whenever Honor Huff kind of goes into that scoring spurt that he had, how difficult was it was it difficult to regroup and kind of regain some confidence back after holding a double-digit lead?
It's not supposed to be difficult. You're supposed to play the next play, but give him credit because he wasn't having a normal game. I thought our guys were doing a nice job, and then he had a really nice spurt there. It's 12 straight.
Another question or two.
Baba, you just heard your coach talk about how badly he wants it as a group. You know, you have so many games remaining in the regular season before the Big 12 tournament. How bad do you guys want it and improve, and what can you do better to close games?
I mean, we definitely want it bad. I feel like everybody in the locker room is bought in. We all want the same thing as coach, which is to win. And as he said, we just got to put our head down and get to work again. Like, we still got a good amount of games left. We can go on a run. We just got to keep fighting and believing.
Thanks, guys.